truth, which is I want to talk about the death of magazine ads. Oh, what? Right? Because I am sure you have in your inbox at one time or another received the email where it has Architectural Digest wants to feature you, which is just like absolute catnip. Yeah, right? And it may not be AD. It could be another magazine. And you get into it and then quickly you're like, oh, okay, so it's an ad, right? So it's not that they're going to feature you, but they want you to do like a 2-page or a 1 full page or some sort of layout. And that in the industry, right, or from other interior designers, you might have heard them say, yeah, ads. You just have to do them. You have to do them to show that you're a legit interior designer. Some will say, it's to get your brand out there. It's so that people know you, to help with your business. And others will tell you what is the ultimate truth, which is don't expect any business from this. And when they say that in the same breath, they're going to say, but you have to anyways. And this is what a whole Facebook Live is about, which is that is not true. It's not true. First things first, when it comes to magazines, they need you. They need your content. They need your designs, because that's what, if you will, that's what their magazine's all about, is interior design. And if your items, if your projects are photo worthy, they're publishable, then yeah, they're going to want you and they're going to need you. And then you're going to talk to the editorial team, which is different than the advertising arm of a magazine. So they need you, they want you, and you'll be talking with editorial, not with the advertising team. The next thing is the idea that if you do an ad in a magazine, that it's going to be good for your business because you have your brand, or that then your hairdresser is going to know that you're a legit interior designer. That is not a strategy. It's not a strategy. It is, yeah, you might get it out, and yeah, it feels good. You can definitely do an Instagram post of you opening up, fanning to your ad, but that's not a strategic business investment, a strategic business move. One of the things that gets me is that the ad team, they'll work with you to create this ad. But you're a designer, so you know what looks good, right? So, but they'll help you get the layout, but they're not going to help you if it was a strategic move. They would think about things like ensuring that your name is on there. And I'm not talking about your logo. I'm talking about like your website, other key details about you. I've spoken to one too many interior designers who have spent an upwards of 5 figures to pay for an ad, get absolute no business from it, and only later realize that all the important details, anything that even if a prospect, even a potential client were to see it, that it would actually make them take action. It's not there, because this is not a strategic move for your business. It's not a strategic move for you. And who says you have to, that only to be legit, you have to be in a magazine? That's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I have to stop myself because I get really excited and I go down a whole rabbit hole, and I'm not going to do that. What I want to bring up is that you, as a professional interior designer, your relationship with a magazine, absolutely have one. Don't do ads. They don't bring you business. They're not for positioning. It's not a strategic move. And if you want to be strategic, if you have 5 figures to burn and you're like, yeah, I just want to see my face in a magazine, go for it. Everyone else, if you want a sustainable business, you do want to get your name out there, you want to build your business, yeah, do it. That's not the way to. And again, one too many designers have pinned their hopes, taken basically what they might spend in other arenas of their business for an entire year or plus, and sunk it into an ad that felt good when it was published, get a bunch of those magazines, hand them out to people you know, even though it says advertisement on it. And then that's it. So someone needs to tell you you don't have to, and I'm going to be that person. You don't have to. And it's not in your best interest, especially if there is no next level thinking about how it works in your strategy to know what the result is going to be, what it should be, and really how to make sure that you are protected as a business owner. And when I say protected, I mean that you're making decisions that are in your best interest to reach your goals as a professional interior designer. When it comes to what should you do then? What should you do? If what everyone says, which is to get an ad, is not what you should do, this is what you should do. You're invited. Join me. Here's the link. joinnow.live. I'm going to leave it up here for a minute so that you can write it down, put in your URL, find a time that works for you. When I say find a time, this is a presentation that I give. And if you want to know what other designers are doing to build 6-figure firms and beyond, then watch this. Because I'm going to take you through the steps of what they're doing, of what's necessary to get to that level. There is a path. And there's a path that supports you and that is sustainable. Investing in an ad in a magazine is not one of them. So, come. Check it out. Take some notes. It's useful. It is useful. You will have an aha or two. And that's why I do this. Because you deserve to know what's up. You deserve to have the tools in your toolbox as a business owner for working with clients who appreciate you, who pay you. So you stop giving away your gold. You stop waking up in a panic at night because you're not sure where your next client's going to come from. I hope at the end of all this, if you will, of this rant or this live, it's probably more appropriate, you do take away an understanding that just because that's what everyone else is doing doesn't mean that that's what you need to do. And that probably really isn't in your best interest in the first place. So join me and I will see you there. Until then, take care.